We are away from our studio and we needed to bring some portable equipment here to Cali, Colombia to record some content while we are here vacationing with my family. If you don't know, I'm from Colombia. So here we are recording. And in this video, we're going to share with you all of the pieces of equipment that we packed for a trip to record our content while on the road. Hey there, welcome to Pod Sound School. I'm Veronica and I am the marketing director and instructor inside of our programs. And today in this video, we're going to share with you how we record our video podcast while we are away from our studio in this beautiful place. We are at our favorite coffee shop here in Cali. Here in Cali is 5 minutes from our apartment, and it's called Café Valparaíso. This place is full of colors, full of art, full of culture and history, and we love to come here. And amazing food, by the way. We came here this morning to have breakfast, and we asked them if they would allow us to record content, and they said yes. And they have this room specially for that. If you want to come and take photos or record content, they have this room available. This is where we are. As you can see, there are many places that I can sit down and record my content. So we're going to try to find the right place where we can sit down and record our video podcast with our portable equipment and have a chat and have fun recording our podcast. So one of the things that we did was to rent a space that we have in our apartment complex. Is a room, but it was empty. It didn't have any furniture. So when you are trying to find a place, let's say that you are away from your studio and you're trying to find a place to record your content, make sure that you find a place that is already furnished, that has a little bit of personality. If you're at a conference, that maybe you can talk to people there so they make a room available for you that already has furniture that you can sit down comfortably and record your video podcast and do your interviews. Another thing to watch out for is noise. We have a client right now that he is in the middle of an event, an agricultural event in Canada, and he's out in the field recording his video podcast. And there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of wind. So if you are outside, make sure that you have your microphone kind of close to your mouth so it picks up your voice and instead of the wind or any other kind of noise. That will help your editor in post-production. So here, we don't seem to have a lot of noise. Maybe you hear a little bit, or you're listening a little bit of the music that they play here at Café Valparaíso. They play amazing music. But we are in this room separate from the restaurant, so we can hear it a little bit, but not a lot. So we have that. Another thing that we have to pay attention to is the air conditioning that is blowing on us right now, but it doesn't seem to be making a lot of noise. In conclusion, pay attention to the nasty noises and put your microphone closer to your mouth. It can be clipped here, but here would be better if the environment is noisy. And there's a lot of moscas trying to get inside your mouth. Mosca?
I know. Okay, so before we hit the streets with our portable video podcast escapade, let's take a look at what we are going to pack in our bag. First off, we've got the Elgato Key Light Mini. Under that, the Elgato Cold Shoe. This will allow us to attach the light to a camera or to a tripod. Then we have our Elgato Master Mount L, which is a premium desk clamp. You can also clamp this to a chair. For audio, we're going to be using the Rode Wireless Me with an extra TX or a transmitter. You can also go with the Rode Wireless Pro. Of course, we're going to need a cheap pair of headphones. I like the Sony MDR ZX3 headphones because they're only $20. For our camera, we're going to be using the Sony A7 Mark III with the Sony 28 to 70 millimeter zoom lens. And of course, a must-have tripod when you're on the go is the Joby GorillaPod. What you don't see here and you want to make sure to remember are extra batteries, all of your power adapters, and a nice thin extension cable.
We're getting ready to leave for our content creation escapade. And we just realized that today is Pico y Placa. Pick and plate. That's something that was implemented in 1998 here in Colombia to reduce pollution and also the traffic
Yes, congestion.
congestion.
One day a week, you're not allowed to drive depending on what your license plate number is.
Exactly.
For us, it's Fridays.
Because the infrastructure, all the highways and streets, they were not prepared for the growth that Colombia has had the last few years. This is a desirable place to live, believe it or not. I love my country, but some people think that the only thing that you can find here is drugs. No. I'm bringing my cameraman. Say hi.
Hi.
Is this tall or guapo gringo? He's the tallest in Colombia. We're short.
I'm average in Estados Unidos, but in Colombia, I'm muy alto.
We're on our way to our favorite coffee place here in Cali. It's called Valparaíso, Café Valparaíso. We're going here in our Uber. Check this out. This place is so amazing. Check the decoration of that room behind me.
I love the music in this place, though. It's like part of the reason. They always have such a good music selection. See how close I can get without this getting right there. And you can come up. Here we have the Elgato light. This is battery power too. You can get about an hour and a half off of this light when it's in full power. And then this here is this nifty Elgato stand that Veronica purchased, which is amazing because it clamps onto things. So here we just clamped it onto this chair, and now we were able to get the light actually closer to us instead of being with this shoe mount here. You can have it on top of the camera, but by having it closer to us, you know, that's going to be more flattering for our complexion and to soften the shadows on our face and make us look as good as we can for our video podcast. So this is a really great, completely portable, battery operated podcast setup. And yeah, we're going to be holding these closer to our mouths. But you see that's very common now. While it's not maybe as aesthetically pleasing as a podcast microphone, you wind up getting really good audio quality and it records directly to your camera. Of course, with the wireless minis, you can choose to split instead of merge the signal, which means one of these TX units will go to the left side and one of them will go to the right side, which is amazing because in the edit, that means that we can isolate the two voices and add the noise reduction, the compression, the EQ, and all of that separately for each person's voice. This is pretty cool stuff. We should probably get to podcasting now.
We are done recording at least a portion of the video that we were thinking about recording here in Café Valparaíso, and now we're going to have lunch because we're hungry and thirsty and tired.
And I need cafecito, and I need chicken.
Now for our last test, we are here back in our apartment complex. This is a beautiful setup. There's a lot of greenery. There's a pool behind me. You can't really see it, but there are kids playing in the pool, and there's music playing. So it's a perfect scenario for us to record. You're not going to have the perfect recording conditions every time you are recording at an event or out and about. So this is just perfect, and I'm being eaten by mosquitoes as well. So what I'm going to do is to record our video podcast using the Riverside FM app on my phone, and I'm going to pretend that I'm going to interview Steven. This is something that you may run into. Let's say that you are at a conference and you run into your favorite person of influence in your industry, and you want to interview that person, and the only thing that you have is your wireless microphone and your smartphone. Then we're going to make it work for you. So this is just a perfect way to record because you just have to hand them a wireless microphone and put your smartphone on a tripod and record your interview. So what do you say? Let's get to it before I get eaten by mosquitoes alive. There's a lot of mosquitoes. We've had to deal with moscas, got those mosquitoes, but that's just like when you are out and about recording content. Here we are recording into the Riverside FM app.
Yeah, and what's pretty cool about this is we are not connected to Wi-Fi, so this is just using the data. And here where we are in Cali, Colombia, I don't think we're on 4G or 5G. I think this is a 3G connection.
No, this is a minus.
We're on a minus 3G.
Just kidding. We have technology here.
Some technology.
But So it's been a long day of us recording in different places.
And trying
We're
different
all
experiments.
bitten by mosquitoes. The mosquitoes are eating us alive. I know that this is the third time I say it, but I just want some validation for it. So acknowledge this in the comments.
I went and got the mosquito spray. We've covered our bodies in it. They don't seem to care.
So this is a pretty cool setup. Here you can't see it, but we have our panel light, our Elgato panel light underneath the phone, so it's shining on us. It's 5:45, close to 6 p.m., so it's starting to get a little dark, but we have to wait because there was too much sun and the shot didn't look good, so that's something that you may run into. But we're gonna see how this turns out, and we get to compare the quality that you get recording into the Riverside app and the quality that you get recording into the camera.
Yeah,
and these babies.
And you can hear.
Happy with this.
Yeah, and you can hear the chatter and the screaming of the teenagers
there
behind us.
There are teenagers here
in the pool.
We love teenagers. We have teenagers.
Yeah, but it's a good example of if you were at an event, you're going to have people making a lot of noise, laughing, sometimes uproarish claps, trucks driving by, traffic. All of that stuff is where it's really nice to actually hold the microphone, get it close to your mouth.
Yes.
And you can eliminate some of that sound. So you can be the judge of how now Riverside is doing, not connected to Wi-Fi.
Not connected to Wi-Fi. And you may be wondering, why not recording directly into my smartphone? And the reason for this is that the files are going to be too big, and it will be a nightmare for you to transfer those files if you're even able to do so. I tried to do this before. I recorded a 45-minute to an hour clip of me in one of my coaching calls for one of my clients, and I could not get that out of my phone. So that's why we recommended to record into Riverside FM.
Yeah, so it's good for file management, and it's good for ease of use, for organization, and to share with your team or share with your editor. So if you're on the road and you work with an editor who already has your Riverside login credentials, then you're good to go. It's already uploaded where it should be.
Yeah.
And this is just perfect. Industry bigwigs come and step by, hey, can I talk to you for a few minutes? And then you get some good quality audio here, and your editor can zoom in on it a little bit, and you can basically do a whole podcast episode like this just using your phone and these Rode Wireless Me's. So this is budget friendly, totally doable, and 100% battery operated, completely portable video podcast setup.
And hey, let us know if you're going to be trying this setup with recording into Riverside. I want to know your experience, how it went, and all that. Okay.
Well, thanks for having me on your show.
You are so welcome. And we are so bitten.
I'm very busy.
We're sweating too.
Okay, and that is a wrap. We had a lot of fun recording all this content on the road. And if you're new to video podcasting and content creation, and you are thinking to yourself, oh, I want to get into that and I want to get on it right now. Well, we work with clients one-on-one, and we help them set up their studios, choose the right equipment for their needs and their budgets, and also help them launch their shows. If you're interested in this, make sure you go to podsoundschool.com to get all of the information you need and to get in contact with us, and we'll help you. But if you are new to video podcasting, if you're new to content creation and want to build a studio in your home office or in your business office and you don't know where to start, I recorded this video right here showing you how I turn my home office into a multi-purpose content creation video podcasting studio. I'll show you all of the pieces of equipment I purchased for my studio. We'll show you how you can set up the equipment, all the different tests that we did, and it's a super fun video, super informative. Go watch it right now.